Morning. Hello. I hope everyone is well, doing okay. Had a good weekend. Enjoying the Monday. I'm actually in Scotland right now, so my view is slightly different, or my backdrop. Just up visiting the family. And yeah. Oh, and they have puppies, so you might hear a little whimper or a little scratch at the door every now and then. Yeah, so let us know who's here. You can pop it in the chat. It's always nice to say hi to people rather than the YouTube world. And yeah, we'll get started in just a minute. So take your time getting ready. If you need to get a drink, if you've got your notebooks ready. Morning, Caroline. I know. Long time no see. Morning, Adam. Lovely. Okay, I'll just go through what we're going to do for the class and then we can get going. So we're going to focus on far too long. I know. We're going to focus on the theme of your voice and what that means to you and how you can use it. And yeah, I'll leave it at that and we'll dive in during class. So we're going to do a bit of breath work first. We'll do some written tasks. We'll meditate and then we'll reflect at the end. Great. So I think we'll get going. And then if anyone else joins us, I can let them in. I can let them know what's happening. I won't let them in. It's YouTube. They can join. So we're going to start off with a little face massage. It's always good to do. And we definitely don't give our jaw enough attention. So we're going to start with our index finger, middle finger. And we're going to go straight to the jaw, straight to this chunky bit of the jaw. We'll just do some circles. You can just go one way. Putting as much pressure or as little as you need. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open. It's totally up to you. And we'll go the other way. And then we'll immediately use our thumbs, come to the end of our chin. You're going to go push in and up. So you're kind of going behind the bone. You're not on the bone. You're kind of up and underneath the bone of your jaw. And you're going to push both thumbs at the same time along the inside of the jaw up towards that place we just rubbed at the back. So pushing up and in and running along, maybe pausing if there are any tight parts. One more time. This is really good if you sing. I don't particularly sing, but I did have a singing teacher who used to tell me that. Oh, I've just done an extra one. And then we'll use our index finger and we'll go straight for the sinuses. So where your nose, the end of your nose meets the apple of your cheek, your cheekbones, and we're going to push in. This is probably the least attractive one, but that's okay. We're not here to look attractive. So we're pushing it in, and then we're going to push both fingers same time up and along the kind of shape of the cheekbone. So you're going to push in, kind of a bit more harder than you might think, and then just running up and along that cheekbone. This is where, when you get a head cold or COVID, I imagine, this can get really, really tight. So just pushing in from the nose and up and along the cheekbone. Oh. One more time. Nice. We'll use our index finger, middle finger again, just rub the temples. Again, as much or as little pressure as you need, you'll know yourself. And then we'll just rub the eyebrows just with our fingers. You can use 2 or 1. And then going under the eyebrows to do where the kind of eyelid starts, and where the bone of your eyes are as well. So I find using my thumbs a bit easier, so just kind of pushing in and around. Nice. And then doing whatever else you need, just maybe rolling the cheeks of the forehead, or maybe even rolling the eyes, under the nose, wherever you need, maybe the neck. or even the scalp. Whatever you want to do just to finish off. And dropping that down when you're ready. And we're going to close the eyes. So closing down the eyes or lowering the gaze if that's more available to you. And just taking a minute to notice how your face feels. Maybe you don't give it a lot of attention very often. Maybe you've never done some of those things before. And maybe you do it all the time. Still, just noticing how it feels, maybe noticing what parts are warmer or even where the fingertips have been. Lovely. And then taking a minute to notice how you're feeling today. How you woke up, how you've spent your morning so far. Are you feeling ready and energized for the week? Or maybe do you need a little bit more before you'll feel that way? Great. And how do you feel physically as well? We've already looked at our face, but how does the rest of your body feel physically? Do you need to move around to find a more comfy position, or maybe sit up a little bit taller, maybe roll the shoulders back? And then when you find that place you want to be, just notice how the body is feeling. Maybe you want to do a body scan from the top of the head all the way to your feet, almost as if you have lasers, looking 360 degrees around the whole body, even under the arms, inside the elbows, between each finger. Just noticing how you're feeling. And finally, we're going to move more inwards and notice how our breath is today. So notice how you're breathing at first without changing it. And then gradually on every inhale and exhale, we're going to make that deeper and deeper, filling up the whole torso. So when you're breathing into your lower belly, can you also breathe into your low back? So you're moving your low belly and low back at the same time, with as much effort. You might need to put more energy into the lower back than the front of the belly, as that can move a bit more easily. And breathing all the way up to the collarbones, through the chest, through the ribs, all the way up. And letting it all go when you exhale, just really emptying as much as you can. And we're going to take 2 deep breaths in through the nose, and we're going to forcefully exhale through the mouth like you're blowing something away. Maybe you're blowing pages of your notebook or some candles or whatever imagery works for you. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling. And again, even deeper. And blinking your eyes open. Come back to your space. Maybe grabbing a drink of something, grabbing your notebooks. I always know my parents because every mug is something to do with a dog. This is, I work hard so my dog can have a better life. That definitely applies to my dad and my mum. Beautiful. Okay, let's grab our notebooks. And like I said at the beginning, if you were here, we're going to focus on your voice as a topic, as a theme, something to write about, something to focus on. So, with that in mind, for the first written task, I would like you to think about the past week. So, the week that's just passed. And I want you to write down, when did you feel most energized? In the past week, when did you feel most energized? Great, so finishing up that answer when you're ready. So thinking about that in mind, the thing that you just wrote about that you felt most energized in the past week, what can you celebrate about you in this? So in this moment where you felt really energized, what can you celebrate about yourself in that moment, in that energized place? What can you celebrate about you? Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. And I want you to think about other people around you and what positive qualities have others shared about you. So maybe in recent times, or generally it might keep coming up, or maybe it's something that someone said to you once and you're like, oh, wow, that still has qualities have others shared about you. Okay, I will move on to the final question. So with regards to that, what feels true to you? So of those positive qualities that people share about you, what actually feels true to you? What feels true where you listen or you read those and you're like, wow, okay, yeah, I really resonate that is how I am. Because sometimes people might say something about you that you don't necessarily agree with. But I think it's important to see the positive qualities people share about you and what in that feels right, or it feels true, or it feels accurate. So what feels true to you about that previous question? Great, so when you're done that, pop your pen and paper to the side. Great, so we're going to do a little bit of breathing, bit of pranayama technique before we close our eyes down and we'll meditate for a bit. So you're going to take your dominant hand, which for me is my right, but it could be whatever one it is for you. We're going to take down our middle finger. No, you remember. Oh, index finger, middle finger. And you're going to cross under your pinky, under your ring finger. So a little bit like this. You can use your other hand to help you. It's like a telephone with a bit of a crossed finger situation. And so we're going to do alternative nostril breathing. So you're going to block off one of your nostrils, and we'll inhale with the thumb, and then you'll block both nostrils, hold the breath, release the thumb, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. And that's one round. Again, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale. And if you have a nose piercing, maybe block from underneath. If you don't, blocking from the side as well works. And yeah, we'll just do a couple of rounds of that. So blocking off with the thumb, we're going to inhale, hold, release the thumb, exhale, inhale, hold, exhale, inhale, hold, release, exhale, inhale, hold, release, exhale. One more time, inhale, hold, release, exhale, inhale, hold, release, exhale. Let go of your hand, maybe giving it a little wiggle. We're going to drop our hands down, close our eyes, and just settle down where you are. Maybe taking a minute to notice how that style of breathing made you feel. Did it feel a bit more open in your chest? Did it feel maybe a bit deeper than you were breathing before? And while we're here, I want you to think about your voice. And what does that mean to you? What do you think of when you think of your voice? Is it a physical thing? Is it an emotional thing? Is it spiritual? Or is it a combination? And if you were to pick a place, where is your voice located in your body today? So where would you locate your voice in your body today? And what does your voice mean to you today? It can mean something different on each day, maybe even throughout the day. But what does your voice mean to you today? I'm going to read a short quote by Nicole O'Neill. When you find the courage to use your voice, it has the power to positively inspire and change the lives of others. It's one of the special gifts you have to offer the world and is something to be cherished and championed, never hidden. Great, we're going to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out the mouth. Breathing in. Blinking your eyes open. Come back to your space. Maybe you need to roll your shoulders back or look around the room, maybe even rubbing your face or your neck again, whatever you want to do to connect back to this moment. I'm going to grab our notebooks again. And we're just going to write down any words, any sentence, any thought, any feeling of reflection from that. Great. And once you've done that, I just want to say, or while you're doing that, I just want to say thank you so much for coming. Please thank yourself for doing it. It's a lovely thing to do on a Monday morning before you start the week, before you get going with what you need to do today, with work, with whatever it might be. Yeah, and YouTube stuff. If you've not already subscribed, maybe hit subscribe and then you can get notifications of when the class is starting. If not, I always post it on the members page and I'll post the quote as well. Like the video if you liked it. Maybe drop us a comment if you have any feedback or thoughts or feelings. Oh, hi, Katrina. Thank you as well. Thanks for coming. Yeah, and if you have anything you want to ask or request or anything at all, do drop me a message or drop Studio K a message. We're always here for you and we're always here to help you all through this time and as we're easing out of it, and yeah, to stay in touch. Oh, thanks, Caroline. Yeah, I love connecting to my voice. Oh, and I have a recommendation. If anyone is looking for something to do in London, there is this Van Gogh Alive, I think it's called, and it's a exhibition in Kensington Gardens, just across from the Royal Albert Hall, in this massive tent, and you go in and it's like his whole life story Thanks, Adam. Yeah, have a good week, everyone. It's his whole life story. And in this big room, they have about 30 different screens and projectors, and they've linked all of his artwork and throughout like timeline of his life and where his mental state was at, and they've paired all of classical music, and they even have created a scent that would go with either the time period or what was happening or where he was, and they spray it into the room as well. And it's such a big space, so you can be totally social distance from everyone. There's benches, you can sit on the floor, and then there's like a sunflower room that you can walk in with loads of mirrors, and you can even there's like easels as you walk out, and they have a screen, and you can get a pencil and try and draw like Starry Night or draw one of his other paintings and follow a tutorial. And it's basically just a really fun day, night, whatever you want it to be. There's loads of different times, and it's on until the end of September, I think. So do check it out. I had a lot of fun with my friends, and yeah, since things are opening back up, but it still felt really safe because it was also outside. It was very well ventilated to the point it was very cold. Yeah, it's great. Do check it out. Yep. Have a good week, everyone, and I'll see you soon. I'm teaching Stretch and Relax on Wednesday, so see some of you then. If not, have a great week. Bye, everyone.